in, but this is an update on Jane Doe's testimony. Okay. Jane Doe, she is on the stand now. This is an update on her testimony. And y'all, it's not looking good for the prosecution on this one. Mm-mm. It's not looking good. Listen, I told you guys yesterday, I had some serious concerns about where the prosecution was going with this, and they haven't gotten there. We got major issues. Now, number one of the first issues is where is KK? Where are D Rock? The prosecution is going to really need to call someone like KK, the chief of staff, to bring this RICO organization together. Now, I testified previously, and I had said, let us know where you're joining from as you're watching. I testified, stated previously, I was like, KK is expected to be on the stand next week. She is expected to be one of the last witnesses. But here's the thing, guys. They currently said Jane, who's on the stand now, that Jane is supposed to be there until up to like next Thursday, which doesn't leave room if they're actually still planning to call KK. And then as far as D-Rock, same thing. I said I wasn't too sure about D-Rock, but I did feel that they needed to have some form of security. It says so far, yeah, I think it froze for a second for me. But here's the other thing. Remember, I said they really need to have KK on that stand next week to really bring together the RICO enterprises. It looks like KK may not be coming. Here's why I say that. The other day, there was this huge debate over an exhibit. The judge has not yet made a formal ruling, but it's a text message stream that's got Diddy on it, it's got D Rock, and it's got KK. And it's where Diddy is, they're organizing to basically like fly in some S workers or something along those lines. But it's basically talking about the, helping to prove up the RICO enterprise. The problem is there's a dispute on whether it can come in as evidence. Now, the prosecution is saying it should be allowed in as these people are co-conspirators. Here's the problem, Your Honor. I mean, here's the problem, audience. You guys are the jury. I'm used to being on it. The problem is that generally, if you're going to have the witness take the stand, the witness who's in that email string, in that text message string, can take the stand and authenticate it. But by the sounds of the argument for that motion, D Rock ain't taking the stand, and neither is KK, which is why they're having trouble getting that text message string admitted into evidence. Hey guys, hit that subscribe as you come on in. Hit that subscribe. Also, let me know your questions in the chat, and I'm going to get to the summary of Jane Doe's morning testimony. If you're new here, I'm your legal bestie, Attorney Simone. I'm an attorney, and I break down celebrity cases on YouTube here at my channel, Girl Is That Legal. Now, remember, as you're listening to me, I have not, quote, picked a side. People are like, oh, you need to pick your side. No, you hit the wrong place, baby. That's not what I'm here for. I am telling you from a legal perspective, as an attorney who has done this type of work, right? Hey, Dennis, how are you doing? As an attorney, I'm telling you the holes, the strengths, the weaknesses, so that you guys can be the jury and you guys can make a determination on how. Hit that like button as you come in on how this testimony is going. So, with that understanding, let's go back to Jane Doe's testimony. So, what I just wrapped up, if you're joining us now, is that it looks like KK may not actually be taking the stand because they were trying to get in evidence of her text message string. And it's been a knockdown, drag on fight between the government and the defense. And the only reason it would be that difficult to get in a text string is if the person is if none of the people on that string are coming to testify. So if KK ain't coming to testify, that would be why they'd have trouble getting in. If she is coming to testify, they could simply wait till she's on the stand, show her the text message string. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense in the chat. Hit that like button. All right, now going back to Miss Jane Doe. Y'all, let me just get to it. In the end, the challenge the prosecution is having is we've now had about an hour and a half to 2 hours of testimony yesterday. And this morning we had, it was solely Jane Doe this morning. And the evidence of what they're calling coercion is extremely weak. So weak that my concern is that it's going to water down even the stronger evidence that's there for Cassie. Now, here's why. One of the strongest pieces was this morning. There was audio that was played in the court, audio from one of their hotel nights. She calls them hotel nights. In Cassie's instance, they called it the free calls. And in the audio, you hear Jane basically saying that she wanted to use a condom. And Diddy is saying, oh, girl, you need to take that D. what you worried about a condom now was the gist. So, in other words, he's coercing her to be intimate with this male hooker without a condom. Yeah. Okay. That doesn't mean S trafficking though. It says that doesn't